I have decided to do a book panel for my friend Mind Petals, and today I'm going to be talking about Dr. Pauch's last lecture. A lot of you have probably heard about this book. It's really a stellar read. It's a very informative book. It's very um, thoughtful and thought-provoking. It's only 209 pages, which I think is a light read. You could probably read this in at least a day or two. And his insights, I feel, are very factual and just commonsensical. One of the contrasts he makes between personality types in the book I really enjoy is that of the positive outlook of Tigger versus the negative outlook of Eeyore. And then he puts them together and he asks his readers to make a choice. Which would you rather be? Would you rather be associated with the person who is happy and fun, outgoing, bouncy, effervescent, congenial, just the type of person who is spontaneous and is a joy to be around? Or would you want to be around a person who just has this dour, sour, kind of depressing outlook on everything and has to add his 2 cents to why everything's so bad and just looks at the world as the glass half empty? Personally, I'd rather hang out with a Tigger than an Eeyore, and that's the point that Randy makes in the book. And of course, a lot of you know that Dr. Pauch, who has become my idol, died, and he left the world just a magnificent legacy through the last lecture. And I think if you go type in last lecture on YouTube, you can actually view it. And if I can, I'm going to add it to my favorites because I just think it's so inspirational. And a lot of what he says, I think, could be applied to everyday life. It's just a new way of thinking and perceiving and intending. And he also talks about how one can make their dreams reality. And it's about intention, for one thing, and just keeping that dream on the forefront of your mind. Dreaming about it is not enough. If you just dream and recline and rest on your laurels, nothing will happen. You have to go into action and actually make it a reality. That's what it's all about. And if you have the inspiration, you have to make the perspiration to create reality. And we all have that ability, some more than others. But I've seen this become reality with my dreams, especially what I wanted to get for Christmas this year. And I was really thinking about getting it. I really wanted it, and I got it. So I am pleased as punch. Of course, I can't do anything with it until after the school year's over, but I am really eager and avid to unbox it and get ready to play and see what this is all about and what all the buzz is about. And yeah, I'm like a kid in a candy store. I'm just anyway, but I think that's the spirit that Randy had. He was like a big kid, and that whole Fey spirit, I think, is contagious. And even though he did die, he left wisdom behind in this short book that I think everybody can glean something from, whether it's small or whether it's large. And to be honest with you, this book has changed my perspective. I've always been an optimist. I've always been one who believed that imagination is power, but you have to, like I said, you have to put the perspiration behind the inspiration in order to actualize your dreams, because dreaming alone isn't enough. You have to just keep on intending, and as one of my other idols says, you have to think from the end. I think as if you already have obtained whatever it is that you want. And a lot of things in life I'm happy that I have. I'm a very blessed person, and I consider myself lucky, if I can use the word lucky. Um, I'd rather use the word fortunate than lucky, because lucky, I don't know, it just seems to me that it's happenstance and you really can't um, bank on it. But being fortunate is another thing altogether. And Dr. Pauch, too, he explains how he had been fortunate with marrying his wife and having his children and what they taught him and everything that he had come to realize within the last few years of his existence. And I just think that he was such a exemplary man, and he just deserves so much praise, because he really touched my life through the last lecture, and I'm sure that he touched a lot of other people's lives as well, and his memory remains, and he still lives. So it was not all for naught, and I really tip my hat to him, and I thank him for actually writing this book. So if you have a chance to read the last lecture, do so. It's definitely a 4-star book. It's just extraordinary. It is well worth your time, and you could see what kind of individual this man was, and his family too, I believe, is an inspiration. So just if you see it in a bookstore, go check it out. It's well worth your time.